Ryan Reynolds chose one of Hollywood's most hated women over his A-list wife. He allegedly cheated on Scarlett Johansson with actress Blake Lively in 2010, when he was still married to her. Let's talk about it, as I'm sure Ryan is now regretting his decisions. Due to the fact that people don't like Blake Lively at the moment and are beginning to dislike Ryan Reynolds, his relationship with Scarlett Johansson is beginning to garner some attention. Scarlett seems to have gotten away with it, but in my opinion, Ryan wanted to be the main star in his relationship and couldn't compete with Scarlett, so Blake Lively is the ideal fit for him. Let's discuss what actually put a stop to Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds' brief marriage. I mean, you guys are aware of how fast these relationships come and go in Hollywood. The pair had difficulties during their 2-year marriage, which terminated in 2011. After Ryan Reynolds' engagement to Alanis Morissette ended, Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds started dating in 2007. In May 2008, they became engaged. And in September of the same year, they were married. He moved on with Scarlett so fast that it doesn't appear like that relationship meant much to him, even though he was with Alanis for a while. 2 months after splitting from Alanis, Ryan and Scarlett began dating in April 2007. Since they were engaged, calling off the engagement and then seeing someone else 2 months later is quite significant. Scarlett's representative informed reporters at the time that they were overjoyed when Ryan and Scarlett announced their engagement in May 2008. They had exchanged vows in a forest hideaway on Vancouver Island, Canada, the following September. However, it appears that they were married for just 2 years. To be really honest, I would much sooner marry him at a Canadian wilderness retreat than on a plantation, as he did with Blake Lively. According to Times reports, Scarlett Johansson was the one who started the breakup, claiming that the hardship of having different work schedules was the reason. Scarlett got dissatisfied after the couple spent a lot of time apart, and I can understand why. It couldn't be me, therefore I'd like to give a shout out to those in long-distance relationships. All I want is for my mate to be present. In retrospect, Scarlett acknowledged that, understandably, at the age of 23, she didn't fully comprehend marriage. She admitted that she didn't really understand marriage, and Ryan mentioned that when they were married, things started to change, and that marriage was harder for him over time. In Touch Weekly claims that because of their strong personalities, their relationship lacked warmth. It showed that they are both stubborn and strong-willed, according to Vince. It was concerning that there was a lack of warmth between them. Ryan has the potential to be a domineering control freak. She is more independent, and he is more conventional. He expected her to drop everything and come to him when he needed her there. She grew weary of the unfair treatment. She has a feeling of self-worth, and he wanted everything his way because he wanted to be the major star. Scarlett's frequent anger and furious arguments with Ryan, including one incident on the set of The Proposal, were reported. Scarlett wasn't solely to blame, though. According to rumors, Ryan's traditional attitude may have collided with Scarlett's, making him an overpowering control freak. Additionally, as I previously stated, I don't believe Ryan Reynolds desired to date another Hollywood star. According to this story, the public believes that Ryan couldn't cope with Scarlett's more success than he could, and they believe that Ryan involved himself in the drama because he dislikes being overshadowed by a spouse. Perhaps in a May 2016 interview with Cosmo, Scarlett Johansson alluded to a destructive rivalry in their relationship. "The logistics of being with another actor are challenging," she remarked. "When two people's professions are progressing at the same pace," she said, "there needs to be a genuine understanding of how to divide your time. It can also be difficult if one person achieves greater success than the other." We all knew who she was referring to, even though she didn't mention Ryan by name. They were married when she was in her early 20s. She was doing really well, and he couldn't handle it. Imagine that you or a loved one has suffered severe injuries in an accident. All of a sudden, you have to deal with a stack of paperwork, medical, bills, and insurance companies that refuse to give you the money you are due. What if I told you that this horror might be solved easily? It might be difficult to get the money you are due since many personal injury companies will give you the runaround, overwhelm you with paperwork, and settle for less than you are due. Please like the video and subscribe channel.